In this video, we're going to talk about parallelograms and trapezoids, how to calculate the area and knowing the parts. In a parallelogram, we have the height or the altitude, okay, and that's the line that extends from the base, all right? The base is the line that is perpendicular to the height or the altitude, okay? On this one right here, the height is on the outside, all right, of the parallelogram. The base then is still just this section right here, okay? It does not include the dotted line. The dotted line just extends to show you that the altitude is perpendicular. In a trapezoid, okay, the height or the altitude goes from one base to another base, all right, and it's perpendicular to both. In a trapezoid, you have two bases, base 1 and base 2, and those two are parallel to one another. In both parallelograms and trapezoids, the altitude is usually typically a dotted line. To calculate the area of a parallelogram, you're going to take base times height. Okay. To calculate the area of a trapezoid, you're going to take 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times the height. So you're going to add the bases together first and then multiply by 1/2 and then times height. Or you can add the bases together, multiply the height, and divide by 2. Okay, because multiplying by 1/2 is the same as dividing by 2. So here we're going to refer to trapezoid AEDC. What is the height of the trapezoid, right? Well, the height then is the line that connects the two bases, right? It's perpendicular to them. So the height of the trapezoid here is BE, which is 18 millimeters, okay? Which segments are the bases of the trapezoid, okay? The segments that are the bases, here we have AC, right? That whole line is the base, and then we have ED is the other base, all right? And then to find the area of the trapezoid then, first we want to find what AC equals, okay? It doesn't give us fully AC, but it does give us AB and BC, so we can add these two together, all right? So since AB is 17 and BC is 38, then we can take 17 and we can add it to 38, and that is going to give us 55. Okay, ED then is 30. Okay, so we know AC is 55 and ED is 30. So now we can use that to plug it into the formula. Okay, so we have base 1, which is 55, plus base 2, which is 30. We want to multiply it times the height, which is 18, and divide it all by 2. Okay, so we want to do what's in parentheses first. So we're going to take 55 plus 30, okay, which is 85. And now we're going to multiply that times 18, which is 1,530. And then we're going to divide that by 2, which is 765. So the area here is 765 millimeters squared. In this parallelogram, KLMN, KL is 15, this whole segment is 15 feet, and NP is 14 feet. Which pair of segments is a base and is associated altitude of parallelogram KLMN? Okay, well, we know that the altitude is NP, right? Because it's the dotted line, all right, that's going from, it's perpendicular to the bases right here, okay? So NP is the altitude, and then the base then is going to be KL. We could also call NM a base as well, because remember it's a parallelogram. KL and NM are going to be the same length, okay? But we know that KL is 15, okay? So we can find the area here, right? It's just base times height. So we have 15 times 14, which is 210. So the area then is 210 feet squared. In this one, the area of parallelogram PQR, what is the area of parallelogram PQRS if the height associated with the base PQ is 18.5 yards? Okay, so here it told us the base is PQ. That means our height has to go this way. All right, so our height is this dotted line right here, part of my dotted line. It is not very straight. Okay, so here, base PQ, and it says that what is the area of parallelogram PQRS if the height associated with base PQ is 18.5? So we know that this height right here is 18.5 yards. Okay, so now to find the area then, we know that PQ is 11, so we're just going to take 11 and we're going to multiply that by 18.5. Which is 203.5. So the area of this is 203.5 yards squared. Here it says calculate the area given. Okay, remember a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 times height divided by 2. All right, so here, okay, base 1 is 11, okay. Oh, and we don't have base 2. Okay, we do have the height of 7, okay, and then divide it by 2, but actually that's not enough information, right? Because we can't know what our, if we don't have base 2 and we don't have the area. Now, if they had given us the area, we could solve for base 2, right? But we don't know the area, so this one actually does not have enough information, so we can't solve that one. And that is the end of finding area of parallelograms and trapezoids.